Now remember, Mrs. Raleigh gets the Jolly Lolly. It's the only way she'll take her antidepressant. This is really important, so pay close attention. Mrs. Carmelo gets the Yellow Mellow Jello. Otherwise, she's crawling up the walls because if she doesn't get her sedative, she's an absolute mess. Mrs. McCurkey gets the Perky Jerky because if she doesn't, she moves like a snail and she can't finish any of her sentences. This stimulant is very powerful, so don't give her more, even if she asks. Now, do you think you can remember all this?
Yes, doctor, yes.
Okay. Who gets the Perky Jerky?
Mrs. Carmelo?
No. Mrs. McCurkey gets the Perky Jerky. Mrs. Carmelo gets the Yellow Mellow Jello.
Oh, this is so complicated.
No, it's not. You can do this. Now think. Who gets the Jolly Lolly?
Mrs. Holly?
No, there is no Mrs. Holly. It's Mrs. Raleigh.
Oh, I can't remember all of this.
Now remember, Jolly Lolly rhymes with Mrs. Raleigh. We gave the meds all rhyming names to circumvent any mix-ups. You know how rhyming words work, right?
Well, yes, doctor, indeed I do.
Very good. Then let's try again. Who gets the Perky Jerky?
Mrs. McTurkey?
No, it's Mrs. McCurkey. Who gets the Yellow Mellow Jello?
Mrs. Bordello.
No, there is no Mrs. Bardello. It's Mrs. Carmelo, although she did work in a Bardello. Now, let's try again. Who gets the Jolly Lolly? And remember, you should know this by now.
Mrs. Bengali?
No. How many times do we have to go through this?
Well, it's all just so confusing.
Well, maybe it is just a little. But you can do this if you put your mind to it. Just remember, everything has to rhyme. That's the key.
Okay, rhyme. Okay, I'll focus on that.
Good. Now, what does Mrs. Carmelo get? And remember, it has to rhyme with her last name.
Jello. Yellow Jello. The kind that's mellow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I did it.
Yes, you did. And I'm so proud of you. See what you can do when you focus?
Yes. Oh, but I have a question.
Yes.
Well, who gets the spicy Soylent Green tofu ice cream?
Why, nurse, that's for you.